Hi everyone, I'm back. I made it. I'm so excited. So I think I have figured out all of the issues and I think I'm good to go. So let's see here. I'm going to pause this. So hi, I'm Yolanda. I am locating cozy and this is my third time doing a live stream. Eventually I will get to the point where I don't actually say this is live stream number one. This is live stream number two or whatever. So, but this is live stream number three. So eventually I'll get to the point where I'll just be like, hey, I'm here. Enjoy. So, but today, I'm here. I just got back from Barcelona, and after the craziness that happened with the last live stream, if you don't know, I that's a good thing because I was able just to do some edits and correct some things. But I just wanted to take this time to say welcome to a broad chat. That is the live stream name. And it's just talking about my different experiences from the time I decided to go ahead and try to make this move and change the way my life is was going to now, to me actually being in Spain. And I just wanted to give an update on what was going on. So, with that, again, um, I'm streaming. So, if I look down, just FYI, it's because I'm taping from my phone because the picture is a lot better. The caliber of the camera on the phone is actually a lot better than on my new laptop that I just got, like, I don't know, right before I left the States. Anyways, um, so um, if I have to look down, I'm looking down so I can check my notes, make sure I'm touching on everything I wanted to touch on. Okay. So I actually made my note screen a lot bigger so I can actually take off my glasses and not have to have them on. But I still have to read another screen and I have to be able to see some things. So we'll see if the glasses stay on or off. Um, who knows? Um, I did. Let's see here. So I'm just trying to think what I wanted to talk about, like what I've been doing so far, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been amazing. It's been so amazing to be able to hang out with my granddaughter and just to enjoy all of the her coming up and looking for me. Like when I was gone for a few days to Barcelona, just for me to get back and her to be so excited to see me. That is just the joy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was happy to see my daughter and my son-in-law too, but it's the grandbaby, so that I'm just very thankful. So I always well, I always like to just talk about how we're all trying to locate our cozy. I guess that's the best. How are you locating your cozy? And it's just where are you finding your joy? And if you're watching this in the future, I hope that you will definitely consider where are you finding your joy and taking it seriously and not just taking things as well. This is just life, just happening to me. Hopefully, you'll be able to take some of the information, the entertainment and information that I share, and also some of the other resources that are out there for women, women of color, women, individuals that just want to make a change in their lives. Um, Hopefully, you'll be able to really think about where are you, where do you, what do you have to do to get to your comfort? Okay, so to make you feel like it's going to be okay. There's a better version of you there that you want to experience, and you know that you just have to get some information and maybe take the steps necessary to start going on that new journey. Okay. So let's see here. Um, well, what's going on with me? My current living situation is I'm staying with my daughter and my son-in-law and the grandbaby, and I'm so thankful that they have enough space to, um, for me to have a place to go and be very comfortable. Um, let's see, and but I am ready. So what happened was, if you don't know, I gave up my apartment last year, January of last year. I was renting in Dallas, and when I decided I just didn't want to pay rent anymore, and that's when I started pet sitting full time, basically. And so it's been an experience. And I'm so thankful that I wasn't paying $2,000 a month in rent anymore. But also, I'm going to cut this light off right here because that one little ring is just getting on my nerves. Ah, there we go. Um, I am thankful I was able to get rid of a lot of things. I was able to sell and donate a lot of stuff that I was like, you're not going to take this. If you move to Mexico or if you move to Spain or wherever you decide to move, you're not going to take all this stuff with you. So I got rid of most of my stuff and then put some things in storage, very little. Like I had a 5 by 10, I have a 5 by 10 storage right now. So, um, it's, everything is, I'll be starting over now. I'm thankful that I have not had to pay rent in I don't know how long. Oh, well, actually a year and a half now, but I am ready to get my own place. I am very much ready to get my own place and just kind of be free in my own area. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I just want to be able to walk around and not have to worry about other people's belongings so much. Um, and just to be free. I miss it, and I still plan on pet sitting. I don't think I could stop if I, yeah, I don't want to. I still plan on pet sitting. So just to have a place to call my own, a place where I can just like when I'm not pet sitting, some place to actually just relax. Let me see here. Hold on. I want to. Okay. Yeah, a place to actually just be able to. Where am I at here? What just happened? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, a place to be able to really and truly relax and feel at home. I'm looking forward to that. I have actually found a place, but it won't be ready until July, so I'm going to keep quiet as kept on that for the time being. But yes, I have found a place, and hopefully everything goes according to plan, and I will have my own flat um, in July. In the meantime, I'm still here. Again, I just got back from a pet sit in Barcelona. It was two cats, Lana and Annie. And this Friday, I leave to go to Madrid for another pet sit that I just booked. And that one's like 10 days? 10 days. And then I have another pet sit in Madrid. That's basically I'll be in Madrid until like mid June. So that's exciting. Yeah. So am I going to continue to pet sit? Yes. I am very aware. So there's some questions that I must ask when pet sitting, or when I'm interviewing a possible pet sit, especially here being in Spain in certain parts. And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but my granddaughter is out there and she's having one of her challenging moments right now. So I don't know if the sound is picking up or not, but if it is, I'm here just living life, so it is what it is. So, anyways, one of the questions or two of the questions that I always ask, and I know to ask this now for any possible pet sits here in Spain, is one, um, do you have a lift, elevator? That is like a requirement because, well, one, I want to know what floor it's on. So if they say, oh, it's just on the fourth floor, that actually means the fifth floor. And also, do they have a lift or elevator? They call it lift here because that can be steep. If it's on the third floor or something like that, I think I'll be okay. That would actually be the fourth floor. But when I'm pet sitting, like when the pet sit that I just got back from, I had like my small suitcase and backpack. So I'm not like, lugging like all my big luggage around. But so that's one question that I ask um, is there an elevator? How many flights of stairs are there? Because I want to know like how much exercise I'm going to really be putting in. All right. The other question that I will ask is, um, uh, is there AC? Now, for people that are from the states, like if you're from Texas, you're like, oh, they say they have AC. You're like, oh, okay, you have AC. You have central AC. Mm-mm, that's not how that works. Just a second. No, that's not how that works. I'm just trying to make sure if because I'm live here, but I want to make sure. Okay, we're good. Okay. Um, You don't want to uh, uh, have somebody have a pet owner say in Spain say that they have AC and then get a big reality check. That reality check is that in Spain, central AC is not a common thing at all. Maybe in some of the newer, more modern apartments, there's like they have like maybe some kind of central AC going on, but that is not the norm. The norm is that there's usually not any AC, but they do have the individuals. I guess it would be equivalent to a window unit, but it's like on the patio. The main unit is on the patio or on the terrace outside, and then it blows in. But it usually only goes into one room. Um, there's sometimes a splitter, like right now, I'm right beside the living room. So there's sometimes there can be like a splitter so you can have the AC going into both rooms. They usually don't have the AC going all the way around, circulating throughout the entire apartment. So if you do find a place that has, like they say, they have AC in the living room or the living quarters and in the bedroom, it's not running all throughout the day. It's like whatever room you are in, that's where you turn on the AC. So whenever I do pet sits, that's the first thing that I ask. Well, one of the things I have my list of my Q&A list for interviews with for possible pet sits, and one of them is, do you have AC and what type of AC? Is it just in the room? And they will usually detail and tell you if it's just in the living room, if it's in a bedroom or both bedrooms or what have you. You'll find that out. Right now, at this time of year, it's not the worst thing. It's not such a big issue. Coming in May, yeah, it's getting kind of hot. Yeah. But it's not the worst situation depending on where the apartments or where the flats or homes are. But coming into July, August, I'm not pet sitting unless I know they have some good central AC. That's just not happening. Um, and so I will just be staying where I'm at. Oh, hi Alicia, how you doing? So, where are you at, Alicia? I'm just curious. I'll continue with the conversation in a second. Somebody new came in, I'm like, oh, I gotta talk to them because I'm doing my live stream and I can do that. Yeah, okay, Houston, home sweet home. So, because we met, in, no, we met in person. It's like your pictures, like you have your like logo up, so that's why I'm just like, I need to. But you're from the Texas sisters, right? Yes, yes, you have to be. If not, why not? Okay, we have the Texas sisters WhatsApp group. Anyways, so what I was just saying was that yes, if I'm pet sitting right now, but I am very careful about making sure that they have elevators, lifts, and that they have proper AC, especially during the summer months. Stepping back a little bit, I will say yes to Texas sisters. Hey, um, stepping back a little bit, I will say like the apartment or the flat that I'm looking at getting, hopefully moving into in July. It does have AC in the living room and both the bedrooms. It does not have any AC flowing anywhere throughout the house, anywhere else throughout the house. It Hi Linda. It does it like in the kitchen, no AC. In the bathroom hallways, of course, no ACs. And I actually was lucky enough that the person that the tenant, the current tenant that's in the property in the flat that I'm looking at renting in a month or two, she was there. I did a walkthrough of the property of the flat, and so she was there, and she kind of I asked her about different things like how's the water pressure, things like that. Important to just ask. So, oh, thank you. Um, yeah, it's very important that you ask those questions. And there's also some things that will be required of you, especially as an expat. I'm going off, as you know, I go off on my little squirrel conversations, but I have to share. Um, some things that will be asked of you, especially being an expat, or I guess anybody, but they're going to ask for some kind of paycheck stub, um, bank statements that shows that you have some regular income coming in, or like a contract, some kind of employer contract. Now, I was able to get that information to the my prospective landlord, my upcoming landlord. Um, I was lucky with this particular lady because I met her through one of my groups that I belong to. And I literally just posted, mentioned this in a previous live, but I literally posted, I belong to like Girl Gone International. And specifically for this area, I joined the group specific to Zaragoza. And then my daughter had said, post in there months like before I even left the state. She said, post in there and let people know that you're looking for a flat because in the school year is coming up and a lot of the auxiliaries or the teachers assistants are actually going to be moving out. So I posted within the group and I immediately got this wonderful lady who let me know that she had a flat coming up available. And so she has been more understanding about the information that I may or may not be able to provide right away. Okay, so that's good. It has been a bit of a challenge, and I'll say um, because like you can go on Idealista, which is like where you would go for to find listings for apartments or flats for rent in Spain. I think they're in other locations in Europe also, but I know for sure in Spain. You have to be careful because, of course, there are some scams. I've heard like there's some scams and somebody saying, "Oh, wait a second, just want to make sure." And like some people saying, send the deposit now and we'll, have the place ready for you when you get here. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. Don't. But um, I didn't have to worry about any of that. And I got the address before I even came. I got the address. My daughter was gonna go ahead and do like get on the tram and go check out the area. But I met with her in person, like about a week or so after I got here. I met with her in person, and then a few days later we scheduled for when the tenant would be home, so I can do the walkthrough. So Idealista has some great places. Um, Beware of the scams, but also you have to beware of that because if you're not a Spaniard, if you're not from Spain, if you're an expat, if you're an immigrant coming here, they can be very leery about. They want the income to come from Spain. It does not matter that you might be making more than the I guess with the average or the minimum with the medium income is. They still sometimes will only want someone a Spanish person, a Spanish resident to actually and it's not necessarily, well, yeah, a resident, somebody who has income coming from Spain. That's what they want to see. So, um, it's a work in progress, and I'm just very thankful that I was actually able to find somebody before I even got here that had a flat. So I will, like I said, I will give more information on that once I actually get in the flat. And I'm actually like, I'll do a video like I'm here, cool. Um, so that's the goal right now. I really do want to go ahead and get my own spot and continue to travel. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold up. Here we go. And so the next thing what else was I going to talk about was my visa application. So some of you that know me outside of the YouTube world, like my Texas sisters, um, it's been a challenge. Um, just because you know what, first of all, yeah, don't come. You wouldn't go to any new country, and think that I'm just gonna walk right in and all my paperwork's just gonna be on point and it's just gonna be snap and it's done. That's not how that's gonna work at all. So I am a realist. Um, and even though my attorney that I'm working with, he is in Madrid. Yeah, he is in Madrid. And he does speak English. I do have to account. Ah, second, gotta close that door. Okay, I do have to account for the fact that English is not his first language. So there was some situations about some documentation that was required of me, and I provided it, and then he came back and said, "No, we need that's not the right amount. That's not enough." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, I found out that there was He said what he said. Okay, but there was a communication um, uh, challenge, I guess, between what he meant to say and what was actually said to me in the email. So it's being addressed, it's being fixed. The other thing was I had to get, and I'm going to put this word up here because if not, I'll jack it up and don't ask me to say it because I can't. I can't. But I needed to have something showing that I was living here, that I had a place to stay in here in Zaragoza. And so he said that I needed that word. Uh, and I don't want to say the word. Basically all it means is that you have a place to stay, and that the residents there are allowing you to stay with them, and they actually like so we all live together. So when he told me that I needed this word, okay, my daughter says it so easily, and I know the last word is colectivo. Okay, I got that. Um, but my daughter says it just flows off her tongue, and I'm like, I hate you because I can't say it. And impadron impadronin. Okay, yes, I'm not doing it. That's okay. I don't want to butcher the word. That's why I actually just said I'm just going to put it on the banner here so you guys can see the word. But anyway, this certificate. So when I got the email from my attorney, he said, this is what you need. So my daughter and my son-in-law and I, we went to the I guess the government office here, the local office here, to get it, and it was just for me. So then and we got it. Happy. Sent the information over to my attorney, and he said, "No, I need it for everybody in the household." He's like, "That's not what your email said. That's not what you told me." Um, that's not what he told me, but there was some information that I had actually missed too in the email. I had to go back and look, and I was like, "It says the bottom line is this." Um, my son-in-law, wonderful saint that he is, I will say that forever and a day, was able to go online and get the information and submit the proper document. So I have the document for me, but it needs to say that uh, that that my daughter and my son-in-law are allowing me to stay with them and they have this home. And so anyways, my son-in-law, he's taking care of it. He's like, no, we can just do it online. I got it. And I was like, okay, I just love that. I just love my son-in-law. I'm so blessed. And so yes, I'm just I'll say this because we as mothers, as as parents, we worry about our children. We worry about, that they don't necessarily make the same stupid mistakes that we've made sometimes. And I've been a praying mother on that, and just to have such a wonderful, part of my family now through marriage. Richard, he's just wonderful. Just, because he can put up with me and and my daughter. Anyways, yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, that was just the challenge with that word. That's all I can say. That word right there. But it's okay. Everything's working out. Again, patience, patience, patience. There was another issue with my federal background check. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah, I didn't realize, and again, this is partially my fault. Well, actually, I guess it was my fault because when I submitted, because you have to go through a translator here, and they have like very specific certified translators. And so the attorney had referred me over to this translator, and I didn't see that a week or so ago he actually sent something saying, "Where is the background print on your federal background?" Like there was no seal in the back, and I didn't even realize it. That what I had sent over, and then what I sent over to the translator was because you take pictures of everything. It didn't dawn on me like, hey, there's no seal on this. Um, I do have the one with the seal on it, but now I have to go through the whole process again and pay the translator to actually go ahead and do the certified translation for that document. So I do have it. It just was not attached correctly. So, and had I read my emails from him all the way through, probably like 2 weeks ago, I would have known that before I paid this translator. And the translation is $25 or €25 a page. A page. Okay. So just knowing that you will have to have some extra, the extra little money set aside for like incidentals, such as whatever. I just chalk them all up to the legal fees, the process of visa legal fees. Yeah, $25 a page. So my initial translation process, and it was a great quick turnaround. I will say that. I got the documents to her on Tuesday, and she had them back to me. I think was it Tuesday or Wednesday? It may have been Wednesday, and she got them back to me um, by Friday. She's like, "Hey," she sent me a message. I think it was yeah, it was like by Friday. She got it back to me. So her part, she did it. The translator did her part right. I just wasn't paying enough attention. So make sure you read through all your emails, uh, all of them. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Um, I wanted to talk about finding community. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. As you can probably tell, I'm a pretty outgoing person. So I will find random people just to, um, just in normal conversation. I am going to meet and talk to people. I need to be charging. I don't need to charge my phone. I'm filming on my phone, but because I'm actually on, because StreamYard does not have, random fact, StreamYard does not have an app. So it's all done on your phone, just on the browser in your phone. So, it keeps acting like it wants to go a little dark, like it's about to fade out just because I'm not hooked up to anything and I'm not touching the screen or whatever. So that's why I have to like keep doing this because it wants to fade out. It's not recognizing that it's actually filming. Like if I had my regular in phone camera, it would just continue. But since I'm on the browser, it's thinking that I haven't touched my phone for a while, so it just needs to fade out and go black. Anyways, so with that, yes, finding community is important, and I've said this in my last video, but I just wanted to share just some of it, some of the places where I found community. Um, and one is my daughter like told me about Girl Gone International, GGI. They have chapters all over the world. They have chapters all over the world. That's a great place. They're very weird. I will say that they're very weird about what you can post in there. It just seems kind of extreme. I think I at one point was like, I will be in this area if anybody wants to meet up or something like that. And but they're very strict about the type of events that you can have. Um, I'll give a great example. I just thought about this. So my daughter, being here in Zaragoza, had started doing some mommy and me get-togethers for some of the other moms within that GGI group. And one of the ladies had actually offered her space, like her business space, to actually host an event. And everything went great. But then when my daughter went to go post and say, thank you, such and such, for allowing your business, ABC Company, to host us, they said, no, you can't mention anybody's business in here. It's like this lady gave up, like, let us use this space for free, and you're saying we can't mention her and throw her a shout out? And it was a female owned business, but they're like, oh, let's go meet at this restaurant, this random restaurant, and you're putting that name out there. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But things like that. But all that to say, no group or platform is just perfect, clearly. So you take the good with the bad, or you take the good with some of the challenges. And overall, I will say that I've met some great people through that particular Facebook group. And again, they have like the international one that, like, I guess for everybody. But if you go in, like, they have I'm pretty sure they have like a GGI Japan, and they have a GGI Berlin, and things like that. So there's different chapters everywhere, and you can find community. Very nice people. They have like book clubs and things like that. So they might just go out for, like, they went for a picnic, or they go for Saturday runs sometimes and things like. I'm not running nowhere. That ain't happening. But yeah, you get the gist. The other ones that you can look into when trying to find community is things like, again, if you're looking for something that You want to find the Black community within in any area, check it out. Put in Black in such and such, brothers and sisters of, melanin of something. These are like the keywords that you'll probably be able to find. Um, yeah, a good group of people that you might be able to communicate with, or find maybe just a group that you'll be able to eventually meet. You know, somebody or some people that you might actually bond with. Um, I like I said, I think I said last what was that last weekend? Yeah, I met a wonderful lady through Melanin Madrid, and she and her friend were on their way to Zaragoza, and we met up for lunch. It was great. I actually did my first and only uh, uh, comedy stand up thing. I did an amateur night. Nobody will ever see that ever, but I did it. And so it was just through this different community of meeting people. I've gone on picnics with like 50 people from Melanin in Madrid last year in April. Amazing. We had so much fun. But yeah, you can find your community just stepping out of your comfort zone. Um, and some people I know have anxiety. I got anxiety. It may not um, come out, in a way that I don't talk to people, but I definitely get anxiety. Medication works, okay. But one of the other things that I've found useful is the tandems, the language exchanges. Those are great. There was one that was going on happening in Barcelona while I was there. I didn't know about it until the last minute, so I had gotten up to go to some like open market thing in Barcelona, and I had to take an Uber in because I was in Badalona, which is just a little north of Barcelona. And so Saturday, I was like, okay, I just went on and I was like, what to do in Barcelona today? And I found like this open market thing, and I was like, okay, that's where I'm going. So I get an Uber and go into town, and I have my phone out, and I'm looking, and it says it's right here, and there's nothing there, nothing. I'm like, okay. So at that point, I'm like, well, you are here. You're here. So let's go find some things to do. So I am the type of person that I don't mind going and getting a little lost. So I just started walking around, and I'm glad that I did. I came on to some kind of food event that had some really good paella. The worst freaking soup. I don't see how two things can be true. The paella was delicious. You had to like get a ticket, and I think it was at the end of it. So, and it was like it wasn't seafood; it was like chicken and something. So, if it had been the end of the day and it was seafood, I think I probably would not have gone for it. But that paella was so good, and you pay like I think it was like €10, and you get like uh, some soup and paella, and then you get either some yogurt or an orange. Okay, so so I got the paella, I got the soup, and I opted for an orange because I was like, this is I'm not getting any yogurt out here. No. Anyways, I went and sat down, enjoyed the paella. It's so good. And then took one bite of that soup, and I was like, or one slurp of the soup, and I was like, why did you do that? So, anyways, all that to say, yeah, I prayed really hard that I did not get sick because I was like, this might be some bad soup. I was fine. But with that, just because I planned on doing one thing that day, I had to keep myself open to other things. And so I literally walked around. I put in like a good 4 miles walking around, getting lost in the city center. I did not make it to Sagrada Familia. I've been there. Well, I've never gone inside, but I want to go back to Barcelona and check that out. Yes, yeah. Um, so I'm just like, oh, I forget that I can actually show. Yes, I'm still getting used to this whole thing, this StreamYard thing. Um, anyways, uh, and then I walked around. There was some other big event that was going on outside that had like a bunch of stuff. I got this. Oh my gosh, I got this. It was a spinach croquette that was really good, but they only tasted like some kind of pie filling, like a custard pie. I was like, what? But they said it was aioli, and it was. But the thing was, it was that was good, and the spinach croquette was good. I just my mind of putting them together because the aioli was so sweet. I was like, why did they do this? Well, I wasn't hungry because I'd already eaten paella, but I did eat it, and I guess I made myself believe it was good because both of them separate were good. So I was like, hey, they must be good together. Okay. But so then I ended up walking through one of the markets. I can't remember the name of the market. Yep, can't remember. Um, let me see if I can find it. Uh, open market uh, in Barcelona. There's the San Antone. Okay, so I went to the second one was the big one. That was the San Antone market. Oh, the Market de San Antonio. Okay, that was the second one that I went to. But the first one, I cannot remember the name of it, but it was actually a big one also when it had lots of food. But San Antonio across from the Erotic Museum, by the way. I did not go in there. I went when I went to Barcelona back in 2018. I went to the Erotic Museum. If you have not gone to the Erotic Museum, that's right across from the Marcat de San Antonio. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah. Anyways, if you have not gone to the Iraq Museum, go. If you have an open mind and you want to see, it's amazing. I was just shocked about the things. It had literal history and original artifacts of of eroticism, sexuality, dating back centuries, centuries. It was very interesting, and I did not go this time, but I said I want to save that for if I'm meeting up with someone in Barcelona that's never gone before, so I can really get the full effect. They let you take pictures. I have the pictures. I'm not gonna post them here, but I have the pictures from years ago. Just FYI. But yeah, I'm going to save that for another time. Maybe I'm doing a pet sit or just meeting somebody in Barcelona, and I got to drag them over there to check it out. It's amazing. With that, I did go to the big market. Let me see here. Oh, okay. I did go to the big market. It's beautiful, the most beautiful fruits and everything there. So with all that, I was out and about. That's what I came here to say. I was out and about, and then I looked on Meetup, and I saw that there was a huge language exchange gathering that was going to be happening at 6:45. But at this point, you can. Oh, okay. What's going on? Okay, there we go. I said, you know what, you can just like wait it out. So I was like trying to walk around and keep myself entertained until 6:45. I just couldn't do it. 4 miles, I was done. I was tired. I was like, okay, it's a wrap. So, but I hate that I missed that because that would have been fun. I've gone to like in other, like when I was in Mexico, I went to like an expat international language exchange gathering that they held like weekly or every couple of weeks, and it was just really really fun. You just meet some really great, wonderful people. So that's one. And again, allowing yourself just to get a little lost. It's okay to walk around, especially in this day and age where you have Uber everywhere. Um, Allow yourself to walk into like different areas and just experience. I not been walking so blindly. The other day I came upon there was I came well came upon a protest, but I just there was a lot of things. I came upon this neighborhood. I forgot what the cab driver told me it was called, but it was like a I don't want to say the wrong word. It's like a Indian Muslim neighborhood that you can tell by the stores and the restaurants that it was for a particular culture. But it was a really beautiful and just seeing all the people walking through. And yeah, also there's some good looking, there's some good looking guys as I wandered around. I was like, hello, hey, yes, okay. So just open yourself up to that. You'll be okay. People are really nice. They will help you if you're trying. They will help you. I haven't had. I mean, besides the fact that when I got cursed out by the guy where I caused the accident in Mexico, which can't really blame him for that. But other than that, I very few times do I get any kind of negative response or feedback when I'm trying to understand, and also when I'm looking kind of like lost. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes, yeah, the doe-eyed dumb look that I have sometimes, it's like they're like, oh yeah, she needs help. Okay. So, anyways, what else was we gonna talk about? Oh, okay. So one of the things that I did want to talk about was staying staying connected. Okay, yeah, staying connected with my family and friends. Um, this is different. I'm used to okay. So first of all, I work U.S. hours. When I'm working U.S. hours. I'm not working hours in Spain. So I am used to. Um, I go to bed like about 1, 2 o'clock here, and I still wake up at the crack of dawn. As soon as like right now, it's daylight at like six. Daylight comes at about 6:30 right now. I'm awake. I'm like I try to make myself go back to sleep, and it just ain't happening. Yeah, I'm awake. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so my middle daughter lives in California. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm awake at 7, then she is it's 10 o'clock in California. So I'll reach out to her. So I have like some kind of like mental little schedule of like who I can contact and when. And then before I left, and hi Dee from ATV Abroad, hi love. She was one of them. I was like, so you're up late at night too? I'll reach out to you sometimes. So it's just very important to me that I, maintain that friendship, maintain my family contacts. There's some people that have affected me so profoundly leading up to this journey um, that I've had that have been lifelong friends that have shown me nothing but love, and I'm not losing contact with anybody in 2024 because I'm in another country because I'm staying in another country. That just can't happen. Does it take a little bit of extra work? Yes, but I it's fine by me. Um, I know, like like I have family in North Carolina that I would call them. My two sisters, I would call each one of them like on Saturdays at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning because I know that they're early risers like me. So and so we would like switch off, and this started like during COVID, like just to keep in contact. So I would call one on one Saturday, then the other on another Saturday. So it's been challenging because by the time when they get up, it's already like what 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and so it can be a bit of a challenge. It has been a bit of a challenge to make sure that we're syncing up, and that my 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, okay, you still have to have some downtime, but I got stuff to do too, right? And they have stuff to do. They have their own lives going on. Um, use a mask with padding. Oh, oh, you know what? I'm just okay. So wait a minute. Let me just put up here what she just said. What she said. Yes, what she said. I am just now. I've had the night mask. I've had for like ever. I've never used them. I brought one of them over with me, and yeah, and it's actually very comfortable. It is very, very comfortable. So I'm trying to get myself into that, just because again, even though they have like the blinds that the things that you pull all the way down, so it's like your house is filled up and no light can get through. I still like to have like the door open and have some nice air breeze coming through. So that's why I don't close the blinds all the way. They have like the metal blinds that you just bring all the way down. I don't know what they call them. Anyways, yes, I um, I actually have my little mask, and I was wearing it last night. As a matter of fact, when I saw the peak of light coming in at like 6 o'clock this morning, I was like, "Where's that mask at?" And so I put it on, and it's actually very comfortable. For some reason, I've always been leery of putting on any kind of mask, just because of I don't know. I have like this whole big fear about smothering myself. Okay, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, my little fear. Um, but yeah, just staying in contact and making sure. that you're finding time. Um, I also, I send messages. One of the, WhatsApp is like it. I mean, yes, I have Google Meets and all that, but WhatsApp is it. That's the big thing for me. One thing that I do push for that not everybody wants to do is I am so down for video chatting. I don't want to just talk to you on the phone when I'm in another country. I want to see your face. I want to yeah, I want to be able to see your face. I was talking Saturday after I got back from my day in the city of Barcelona. I sat down and I talked to one of my life sisters, and we talked for a good 2 hours. Like at first, because I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning in Houston, and we were talking. I was like, "Oh, let's video chat," because I wanted to show her the pet sit, the view, and all that. And she was like, "Oh no, girl." I was like, "Look, it's just you and me. It's fine. You ain't got to worry about trying to like put on makeup to do a video chat with me. No, not necessary." And stuff. It's like, no. Anyways, once she was comfortable, which I'm like, why would you not be comfortable? But anyways, yeah, because I was on the couch looking like, who done it? Who want to do it to you anyways? So yeah, it was just comfort, just to be able to do the face to face and really just see each other and bond in that way and not just having a voice over the phone. I do appreciate just being able to talk, but we live in such a great day of technology just for that, for things like that where we're not so far away. I used to, before I moved here, I would literally almost every day, at least 5 days a week, video chat with my daughter so I can see my granddaughter so she know my face and know my voice and my wonderful personality. And so I just want to make sure I keep doing that with my family and friends back home. So now, what I won't do is I won't just automatically call you on video chat. I will text usually first and say, "Hey, are you up for video chat?" And give the option. I'm not just going to be like some people just automatically just call on video chat, and I may not want to be seen just yet. So I do have my times where even though I don't have no makeup on, I just have a scarf on. It's like there are times when I'm like, nah, I don't want to just roll over and be seen just yet. So respecting those boundaries. Um, but yeah, or if I'm already on the phone with them on WhatsApp, just chatting, I'll say, "Hey, can we video chat?" And usually they're like, well, either it's yes or no. Simple as that. You have to take it. It's a simple word, yes or no. That's it. So we'll go with that. Let's see. So yeah, people ask me all the time. They're like, "How do you work? Do you work for U.S. and how do you work those crazy hours?" This is my fifth time in Spain, so even like from the first time, you adjust really quickly. You literally you it yeah, you adjust. And I wake up at like 7 or 8 just because I am an early riser, but then I get things done. I go out. Me and my daughter, we're going to go have an early lunch tomorrow, which is great. And then I'll come back, and if I have to start working about 3 o'clock because that's 8 o'clock in the excuse me in the U.S. or in Texas, I might take a nap about one. I might take like an hour and a half nap about 1:30, and then I get up and I'm refreshed. So that works for me. Um, but yeah, you'd be amazed what you can adjust to if the end game is extra peace, extra joy, extra extra money, extra time. Yeah, you can adjust. So anybody that's like, I could never move to this other place, you know, it. I will say it can be challenging. Like, say, if you're working for a U.S. company that's based out of, say, California, and say, maybe you're, on this time, it can be a little challenging. It's still doable, and I know this because at my former company, the team that I managed, like five of them were in the Philippines, and they had to work U.S. hours, and they did it, and they did it well. So again, is it challenging? Sure, it can be. Is it doable? Absolutely. So okay, that's my 2 cents. But yeah, just make sure that do what you have to make sure that you have make time for your family and friends back home. I will bother them. Yes, I will. And I actually keep like I was just thinking about there's like two friends that one cousin and one friend that I haven't talked to, and actually one is actually I think due to have a baby like in a month or two. I need to reach out to her, and I felt bad when I thought about it. I was like, oh my god, I haven't talked to this girl since right before I left. And so yeah, keeping those connections, and she's really gonna be busy after the baby, so I'm gonna contact her probably right after we get off this live and just be like, hey girl. So what else am I talking about? I see some people on here. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for joining. I had said earlier, I was like, I'm on my third live, and I said eventually, I will not be like, okay, I'm on my fourth live. Eventually, it's just gonna flow. But right now, I'm counting them because it's like if I can, the least amount of mistakes I make on my live, and it just kind of starts flowing very easily, I'm down with that. So I'm calling out at least through maybe 15, and then maybe I'll stop. Okay, pet sitting. Okay, I mentioned that. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to see like what else did I say I wanted to talk about. Adjusting to the time. So, but okay, so the last thing I just was going to bring up was again, um, pet sitting here. It's it's great. Uh, if you know, you know, that's just the spot in Barcelona. It was it was nice. It was very nice. It was just two cats, and they were great. But I'm building the reputation here. I have like 30 sits like back in the past year, but I feel like I'm building my reputation here in Spain. Um, one of the things is that I just forgot what I was about to say. Oh my gosh, I was talking about pet sitting. I'll be damned. Okay, I was doing good. Oh. So no, but it's still not coming back. Damn. Okay, so let's parlay this a little bit and see where everybody's at. Okay. I was like, I had this whole thing about pet sitting and it just went out of my brain. Um, and I did not actually have a whole outline here. And yeah, building the reputation is good, but no, there was a whole point that I was going to say about the pet sitting, and girl, it's gone. I talked about because I already talked about the summer months, like making sure like how to pick a pet sit in the summer months, and that I make sure that it comes with a lift if it's more than 4 or 5 stairs. Maybe I did have this whole conversation earlier. I don't know. Um, and I talked about making sure that they have AC in the summer months. There was something else. Well, it is. Okay, so while we kiki in and I'm like having a total brain fog, it's like, when you walk into the room and you forget why you walked into the room. Yes, I was like, girl, you're on the last stretch. It's going to be a 1 hour live stream and everything's going to be go smoothly. And then it's like when you walk into the room and you forget why you walked into the room. Here I am. Why can't, okay. Anyways, pet sitting's been great. I am building my reputation here. Um, some people definitely they want. Oh, I know one of the things I was going to tell you guys about. This is the funniest thing. So I was interviewing for this pet sit that's coming up, and the couple they're from somewhere they're from Mexico, and very nice. But the one of one of them asked, "We speak Spanish. I mean, their English is good, but how do you communicate with pets that are only used to Spanish?" And I actually feel like this is a question like some people um, um, don't want to like they feel like their pets are not going to understand somebody speaking to them in another language. I really do feel like maybe sometimes we are turned down for some pet sits because of that concern because we won't be able to communicate. But the answer that I gave was um, it's more than a language. it's more than there's facial gestures, there's tone in it. Yeah, there's the tone and my hand gestures. They know I have taken care of a dog that was deaf. It's okay. So she likes the answer and she does want me to come, but it was a genuine concern. It just caught me off guard because I was just like, what do you? Now understand, I did not have this like look on my face when I was doing the video chat interview with this person. But it caught me off guard, and I was like, "How do I?" And I was like, "How do I communicate with a pet that's used to having their owner speak to them in Spanish?" I was like, I talk to them the same way. Like they know what to do. Like they appreciate what I'm feeding them when I'm giving them rubs, or if I'm taking them on a walk, or whatever gestures that it involves they know what the intent is. So yeah, if you ever have that question come up, um, there's your answer. Pets are intuitive and they know what your intent is. I hope that helps. So whatever else I was going to talk about regarding pet sitting, besides it being wonderful, and I will be doing a video soon about the logistics of how you do pet sitting full time and how you work on the logistics. And I'll also be sharing like the questions that I asked during an interview for a pet sit. Because remember, when you are pet sitting or when you're being interviewed for a pet sit, you are also interviewing that person. So I'll be doing a live for that sometime in the near future. Okay. Anyways, I think I did it. I try to keep it at an hour, and I think I've achieved that. So I'm so happy, and I really do thank you guys for staying and hanging out with me on this lunch break, on this lunch hour, and enjoying this broad chat. And I yeah, I'm gonna be here. This is my time right here. So from noon Central Standard Time is my time to come and just talk about life and the great experiences and some of the challenges that I face sometimes. So, yeah, all is well. Um, any questions? Any thoughts? Any feedback? Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Again, my whole goal is entertainment and information, entertainment and information. Um, if I can impart some of my knowledge or some what I've learned from my experiences, I am so ready for that. And yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And come back next Wednesday, and I will see you guys on the interwebs. And if you are not, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this. For those who know there is a meeting this Sunday for the We Out 2024 group, and I hope that you will be there. Please message me if you need the link. There is criteria for this. Okay, so you have to be part of Exodus Summit, right? Right. Okay, so but that's another time when we actually just get together and share the good, the bad, and the ugly, just our experiences in a group conversation. We have a whole well, Zoom or Google Meet meeting that we do. So if you're in the right group, if you're in the Exodus Summit and you can message me, then I will definitely invite you into our WhatsApp group so that you will have that proper access and be able to meet with us on Sunday. It's just a lot of cheers and support there for whatever your goals are. Okay. Anyways, I shall talk to you guys later, and much love to all. And let me see. Let me see if I can close this out right. Let's see. And where's my music at? Here we go. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. All right. Bye.